You have many examples. All of you know about sulfuric acid, phosphoric acid, and nitric acid. So, let us today learn how to name oxyacids or how to get the formula of oxyacids. Look here, although is an optional term. Although, if I say although nitric acid, I just mean nitric acid. So, although you can say, you can avoid the term, it is quite optional. Although dash dash ic acid. Ic, the emphasis is on ic, sulfuric, nitric, phosphoric, etc. Look here, HNO3 is nitric acid. All of you know this. HNO3 is nitric acid. H3PO4 is phosphoric acid. H2SO4 is sulfuric acid, and HClO3 is chloric acid. Once again, nitric, the emphasis is on ic. Phosphoric, once again ic. Sulfuric, chloric. If you just learn these four names, in a few minutes from now, you will learn nearly 70 acids. The formula of 70 acids with just using this as a reference point. For example, this could also be called orthonitric acid. So, you may be thinking that the formula of orthophosphoric acid is different from phosphoric acid, but it is not so. Ortho is only an optional term. You can say it is like Mr. something like that. Mr. Mrs. a respectable word. So, orthonitric, nitric, orthophosphoric, phosphoric, one and the same. Now, us acid. Us means one oxygen less than ic. I repeat, us means one oxygen less than ic. It is HNO2, nitrous acid. H3PO3, phosphorus acid. H2SO3, sulfurous acid. HClO2, chlorous acid. Look here, nitric, nitrous, phosphoric, phosphorus, sulfuric, sulfurous, chloric, chlorous. So, these three acids, all of you know from the beginning. There could be slight confusion just regarding chloric acid. So, you learn this little carefully. Chloric acid is HClO3 and it is chlorous, chloric, chlorous. So, what do you mean by us? One oxygen less than ic. And one more oxygen less, it is called hypo dash dash us acid. So, ic, us, hypo, us. What should you put in this blank? Niter for nitric, phosphor for phosphoric, sulfur for sulfuric, and chlor for chloric. So, you remove one more oxygen, HNO, H3PO2. And of course, this hyposulfurous acid, strictly speaking, doesn't exist. And HClO, HClO. Repeat the three names together. Nitric, nitrous, hyponitrous. Phosphoric, phosphorus, hypophosphorus. Spell them, pronounce them clearly. Hypophosphorus. The three parts of the word should be pronounced properly to understand the name of the compound. This one is hypochlorous acid. And HNO, of course, exists as a dimer, HNO twice. So, the formula of hyponitrous acid is just not HNO, it is HNO twice, that is H2 and 2O2, the formula of hyponitrous acid. So, just observe the relation. Nitric, one oxygen less is us, one more oxygen less is hypo us. Hypo in fact means less. Hyper, the opposite, means more. Hyper means more. Hyper means a little too many. A little too many, and it can be called even just permanganate, too many oxygens. Okay, so we will come back to this later. So, phosphoric, phosphorus, hypophosphorus, sulfuric, sulfurous, hyposulfurous, chloric chlorus hypochlorous. You have already learned nearly 3 into 4, 12 acids minus 1 of course. And what is it we are doing mathematically? 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 4, 3 something. So what should you do? One step above, add one oxygen to get HNO4, H3PO5, H2SO5 and HClO4. So you can see HNO4 is too many oxygens, therefore we call it per, per or peroxy-ic, peroxy-ic acid. So this is per nitric acid, per phosphoric acid, per sulfuric acid, per chloric acid, and this one is of course per only, per only. What does it mean? All others can be called per or even peroxy. You can call this peroxy nitric acid, peroxy nitric acid. You can call this peroxy phosphoric acid. You can call this peroxy sulfuric acid, but that one is not a peroxy acid. How do we know it is not a peroxy? I will explain to you a little later. And why these are peroxy and why that is not peroxy, anytime we could know that.